How to change ukulele strings. Part 1. With tips. Here's what you're going to need. New strings, cutters or scissors, and a tuner. You may also want a fretboard cleaner, a soft cloth, a string winder, a screwdriver, and a file. Tip number 1. Before buying new strings, make sure that they are the correct ones for the size of your ukulele, as the lengths and tunings of ukuleles differ. You also need to know the names of the strings so you can install them in the right order. For more information, check out our video on how to tune. Step 1. Remove the string or strings. Place the ukulele on your lap or on a secure and preferably padded surface. If needed, raise the headstock so that the tuners can move freely by placing a pillow or cloth under the neck. Turn the tuning key clockwise until the string becomes loose. Here's what it looks like from another angle. Tip number 2. To save time from the key turning, you can get a string winder, a manual or even electric one. Don't use a drill though, as this will turn the tuners too fast and damage them. Remove the string from the tuner and then from the bridge. Untangle as needed. Tip number 3. If you're not very familiar with changing the strings, don't throw them away immediately. Keep them in the order that you removed them and wait until step 3. Repeat for all strings if you're replacing all of them. Tip number 4. The bridge and nut might fall off if not glued. Don't worry, just place them back when you install the new strings. The string tension will hold them down. Just make sure you align them to their previous positions. Step 2. Clean the fretboard and ukulele. You don't need this step if you're not changing all the strings. Ukuleles get dusty and dirty without you noticing, especially if they're not stored in their cases. Use a soft cloth and a cleaner suitable for the wood type of your fretboard. We like using lemon oil. Tip number 5. Don't just use water or another cleaner to clean your fretboard because it will damage the wood. Apply the cleaner from the bottle. Usually there's a sponge on the tip. And try to spread it across the fret. Tip number 6. Don't apply the cleaner to more than 2 or 3 frets at a time, as it dries very fast. Clean with a soft cloth by pressing lightly and remove dirt and any excess cleaner liquid. Repeat for all frets and let dry. Tip number 7. Use a soft cloth. Any old cotton t-shirt is great, as harder materials might scratch your ukulele. Avoid anything that will leave small particles or fibres, like a kitchen towel. Don't forget to clean the dirt and dust from all the other places too, like the bridge and the tuners. Tip number 8. Use your nail to clean next to the fret wire or the bridge. Step 3. Prepare the string installation. Install the new strings one at a time, making sure you're installing the correct one each time. If they're not packed individually, they're usually colour-coded or number-coded. Compare their thicknesses to be on the safe side. Tip number 9. If you're using a normal string set with a high G, the thickness of the strings from thick to thin is C, E, G, A. If you're using a low G string set, the thickness of the strings from thick to thin is G, C, E, A. Tip number 10. If you like the length and the amount you have wound the old strings, compare their length to that of the new ones and mark the length on, allowing a few extra centimetres for the bridge knot. This way, you'll know up to which point you'll need to pass the string in the tuner hole. We really don't suggest cutting the strings before installing them, as it makes winding more difficult. Continue to the second part of this video to learn how to change ukulele strings.